Rewolucja, rewolucja, rewolucja. Dobre jutro, mala miszka. Well, that's 4 days I'm not going to get back. Francesca is all pretty and in order, but Frankenstein is patched together and all butchered. First we come to the Gerbers. And yes, the SVN repository did have the right ones. If you go to Gerbers, you end up here and there's a 1.2 zip. I used the one out of the master index, but I assume this one's the same. Then we come to the bomb, and these are all over the place. Going down to our master hardware in Frankenstein, we have DigiKey parts full. And if you look, there's a ton of parts with no number, and a couple parts with numbers. Evidently these ones down here with the numbers are the main parts you usually have to order from an electronics house. Whereas these ones up here with no numbers, you seem to just have to buy from anywhere, like eBay or Ali. And down here, we get to the bomb dictionary. And this is a more detailed setup of those essential parts. But here there's no number off. And down here, in the full, number offs aren't grouped either. And then if you go further, you go for this bomb dictionary SP CSV. And this has all the part numbers for all those ones that weren't in the other two. But again, no number off. So you have to go back to the iBomb. And this gives you the number off. And now with all that crap, you have to make your own bomb, which I did. I put them in the order of number of the iBomb. That number. Put the number off. Then got that dictionary, the CSV and that full, put them into my bomb, and it still wasn't enough. It's missing the designation for these diodes. I don't know if it was right, but I looked in the Frankenzo, and there was a double Schottky, and this was the number. So I assumed this one's the same. And there was also another SOD 123 with this number, so I assume that's it as well. But there's no SIL2 diode. Hunting around, it seems like this was originally a Schottky diode. But because Schottkys aren't fast reacting, they just put a standard IN4007 diode in there. But later on they started talking about getting TVS protection, which I think is a diode, but they hadn't made their mind up yet. If you look in the schematic, on page 2, it's these diodes here, some optional snubber diodes. You might not need it, but who knows. What these diodes do is stop any inductive flyback voltage from the coils of the injectors, which can reach a couple 100 volts. Then after that there was even more problems. And it's this 12 amp low side MOSFET. Most parts suppliers just don't have this thing anymore. I found some at element 14, but DigiKey and mouse are all out because it's an obsolete part. And then after that, even more problem with all these passives. The professional parts suppliers could supply some of these at a reasonable price because you're only buying a couple off, if they were selling them one by one. But if you go to eBay, you had a choice of buying an assortment kit that would have most of them in it, or go search for each individual one by one and order those. Prices were about the same for the assortment kit and the individuals, so it didn't seem to make much difference. But the difference is if you buy an assortment kit, there was only enough parts to build one Frankenstein. Whereas if you bought individual one-offs, you'd usually be buying them in 50s, so there was enough to make two. Anyway, I'll leave that up to you. You can go look at prices, because man, that was a headache. In the end, after all this bullshit, I saved $20. And that was only because the PCB house has a first-time order discount that saved me $20. So in the end, I paid the same, and all I have is 1.2 Frankensteins. I can't build a second one. So make up your mind what you want to do, because it's just a head fuck doing it all yourself. And if you're a beginner, just don't fuck about. Just go buy the kit. Let someone else worry about all this crap. And as the world turns, we wait. We saw that our PCB was about 36 shekels. So let's see what happens when we enter our bomb. Just go to the view card. We go upload file. Pick our Frankenstein bomb. We have to pick our part number column. This will be our part number. And down here will be our number off. quantity, add to current. We get a bunch of errors. Get rid of this one, it's nothing. Quantity not available, 29 cents, that'll do. Oh, it's only a crappy resistor. Next, another crappy common resistor. We'll add that one. What's this thing? Another common resistor. Then we got this thing, whatever it is. SMD resistor, oddball value. 1407 diode, that's pretty common. Even with this bomb, you're still going to have to get common stuff from eBay or somewhere. We've got this 12 off of 11082. I bet you that's that MOSFET. Yep. Everyone's out of stock for that, so we'll have to add that on later. So I'll remove that. What's this? Yeah, that's another thing we have to get from eBay. So we can remove that. Submit. And it's $90. And that's without the MOSFETs. When you could get them, they're about $3.35 each. So times 12, 36, 39, about 40 bucks you got to add. So that's 130. But if you look at some of these passives, 27 bucks for 11 capacitors, you wouldn't buy that from here. On eBay, 50 SMD resistors, if you buy them individually, was about $1.30. So let's say $2. So if there's anything here over $2, you're better off getting it from eBay. You see, things like this is cheaper than eBay because you're only getting 3 of them. But that's the thing you have to work out. Like these are cheaper. These are about the same. Some cheaper. From these diodes on, you have to get proper part suppliers because you can't trust eBay. That's probably why their bill of materials is split into 2. One essential stuff and one for the cheap passives. I think all the stuff I got on eBay was 40 bucks. So are you really saving? I don't know. After all that fart assing around, I paid about 88 bucks for proper parts, 40 bucks for eBay parts, and about 12 bucks for PCB, making about 140, which was $20 less than the 160. And that was only possible because the first time order discount at the PCB manufacturer saved me 20 bucks. Now that you know how it's done, you can go around chasing all this crap for yourself.